You may not be one of the millions of consumers who depend on the overdraft services provided by your financial institution today. But have you considered that many of the circumstances which can result in an overdraft are out of your control? Here's an important note. It doesn't cost you anything to opt in. You will only incur fees in the event that you actually overdraw your account. Later in this video, we will show you some real-life examples to help you make the right choice for your lifestyle. We want to help you make an informed decision. If you opt out, you are telling us that you do not want us to cover your ATM and debit card transactions when there are insufficient funds in your account. We will not charge you any fees, but we will not provide you with our overdraft service of potentially covering the transaction if it would overdraw your account. And your card will be declined if you try to make a purchase that exceeds your balance, or if you try to withdraw money at the ATM when you do not have sufficient funds. If you opt in, you are telling us that you do want us to try to cover your ATM and debit card transactions regardless of the funds that exist in your account. You are willing to incur the fees that we've outlined for this service, and you will be saved the frustration and embarrassment of having your card declined. We encourage you to consider your lifestyle, spending habits, and record-keeping processes, and how frequently you use your ATM and debit cards before you make this important decision. But keep in mind that some scenarios which can result in an overdraft are beyond your control. Example number 1. Your direct deposit doesn't go through. Elizabeth is a sensible young woman who refuses to live beyond her means. She has a great job that pays well, and she sticks to the budget that she's outlined for herself. She's never needed overdraft protection in the past, so why opt in now? This Friday, Elizabeth is headed out of town for a long weekend, and is excited to know that her paycheck will be directly deposited into her checking account on Thursday night, so the funds will be in her account on Friday morning. She gets paid every other Friday without fail, but this time there's been a glitch in her company's payroll system. On Saturday morning at her vacation spot, Elizabeth stops by the ATM to withdraw some cash, but her withdrawal is denied. Elizabeth quickly checks her account balance and is shocked to find out that her direct deposit did not go through. Now she doesn't have enough cash or funds available through her debit card to finish her vacation, so Elizabeth heads home. Had she opted into overdraft services, Elizabeth might not have had to cut her trip short because of a lack of cash. Example number 2. You receive a bad check. Paul owns a lawn care business. He sees no need to opt into overdraft services. His bookkeeping is impeccable, his clients always pay on time, and he has never overdrawn his account. Cindy, an area business owner and one of Paul's longtime landscaping clients, had Paul do a big project, and she paid him with a check this week. Paul knows that Cindy's checks have always been good, but this week Cindy makes a mistake and writes Paul's check out of the wrong account, one with insufficient funds. Over the weekend, Paul, unaware of the mix-up with Cindy's check, goes to fill up his truck and lawn equipment with gas. But there is a problem. His debit card is declined. Paul says there must be some mistake because he just deposited a large check on Friday. Since the clerk knows that a declined debit card means there probably are no funds in the account, she refuses to take a check. Confused, Paul leaves the store empty-handed and wondering how this could have happened. If Paul had opted into overdraft services, this scenario may have been avoided. Paul's debit card purchases may have been covered over the weekend through the overdraft service. And even though Cindy's check was no good, Paul may have been able to make this important purchase.